Hey Internet, welcome to my review of Vestige #1 Comicscape project. My name is Marinus, and I got this today. I read it a couple of minutes ago, and I have to make a video about it because it's still fresh in my head. And it's okay. I want to say something, but I'm not going to say it yet. Before we dive into it, this book came in perfect condition, mint condition. It was sent in a Gemini mailer. It also was wrapped in this bubble plastic for extra protection. Amazing. And of course, bagged and board. What I like about, before we go into this book, is there's a lot of detail in the cover, of course, made by Ivan van Sciber. But if you can you see this? Yes, you see the logo. It has some layer on it for extra, what's the word, shininess or something. But also on the gun, the pistol, and the rifle. I guess that's how you call it. Awesome, beautiful. So we start at page 1. Oh, this is page 2. Let's go here. So the creator, Kat Hanzo, also the writer. Don DeLay is the illustrator. Jason Lewis is the colorist. Letterist Somni, Ivan van Sciber. Cover illustrator and Kyle Ritter is the cover colorist. Steve Dye is the editor. Betty Bright-Eye, logo design and 3D rubbing, graphic design. And the editor-in-chief is Rohan Kumarpal. I hope it's spelled right because I'm very bad at foreign names. So sorry if I butchered it. So we begin in London, 1892. And it starts off with a person called, what's his name again? Charles Gemmell. He's a dock worker. He's also a pathetic loser. Well, he has no money. He has a lot of debt because, he said I have to go to another bar because he has some open tap in another bar. So has almost no money. And he says, you know what? What'll be, lads, long as it wet ale. So this guy has not a lot of money. And suddenly he thinks, you know what? I'm going to try gambling. When he's going to gamble, he suddenly wins a lot. And these people are not happy with that. And he said, you know what? Thank you for the evening. Well, that's not what he said, but that's what I make of it. And he's going to take the money and he's going away. Well, if you can see here, these people are not happy and want revenge or something, or want the money back. So he's getting beat up pretty bad. So what happens is that he is not only, like he said here, can you see it? Let me focus a little bit more. He says, even when I do win, I still lose. Then we jump in a little bit, a couple of weeks later, when he's going to the docks, and I have to be careful not show anything. And then when he goes to the dock fishing, he meets this beautiful half-naked women with giant breasts singing, and she talks to him, knows him, and she points him to a place where he can find something very special that changes his life. And that is exactly what he's going to do. And can I do this for the copyright gods? No. Here. He finds a dagger. And it's a special dagger. And he, says to himself, okay, I'm going to keep it. Or am I going to sell it? Because if I'm going to sell it, I made a lot of money that I can eat and can drink. He decides to keep it. And then some stuff is going on. Can I show this one? Nope. Sorry. So he's going to sleep and he has some visions. He has dreams about the woman, about, the dagger, and some dead bodies. And this woman laughs at him, Charlie. And then we see a mysterious figure. And then we see something what I find pretty incredible. And there's is it a splash page? Yeah, let's call it a splash page, maybe. Mysterious figures because it's about weapons. I have to forgot to tell. It's about weapons of power that falls into the hands of people. And normally, when we see weapons of power in comics or in films, TV series, we always see weapons like the Sword of King Arthur or the Hammer of Thor, Mjolnir, if I pronounce that correctly as well. Or when we go to movies, the Ark from the Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Indiana Jones movie. But now we see weapons and figures that hold these weapons. And what I like about it is that I don't know most of them. And it's all new, it's fresh. We see new weapons, we see new characters that hold the weapons or hold it, the weapons, maybe in the past, but not anymore. I recognize some of them. Vishnu, I'm not recognizing because every incarnation of Vishnu is different, but I recognize the name, a little bit of the lore. I also recognize the wheel of time that he holds. I recognize this Chinese monkey called King Sun Wukong. I also recognize Hector, the Trojan hero, and his blade of Durandal, who is indestructible. So that's amazing. I mean, we see new characters, like I said, and new weapons. And it's fresh, it's new. I like it. I like it a lot. It's a beautiful shot, and Donald DeLay hits it out of the park with his art, by the way. I have to mention that. And then let's see if I can we go here? Oh, yeah, this is a nice shot. Speaking of King Arthur, I believe, I'm not entirely sure, this is the Lady of the Lake. And what I do like about this image, except also for the colors, but I'm talking about a little bit later, is that there's a beautiful woman holding a sword, and then it's a lake, and you have green lush trees and sun on the background. And then we go to this page, and we see fiery mountains, probably lava, and then a sword who is on fire or fire-ish, or maybe that's the background. But a skeleton holds the sword, and then we see here these skeleton death faces. Awesome stuff. Absolutely awesome. Pulls you right in. Absolutely amazing. And he's dreaming his nightmares. And then we go to the main character called Matilda Klein. Matilda Klein is working for an organization called the Archive. The Archives, I don't have much knowledge about it, even not in this book, but it says that they are retrieving these artifacts that is lost to, that are falling into the wrong, is it wrong? Falling into the hands of people who are, using those weapons, and she is sent there to retrieve those weapons. And Matilda Klein's an awesome character. She looks cool, she looks gorgeous, and she is hunting for a person who has the sword. And then you see here, she's eliminating a bunch of guys. And what I like is that this guy is getting shot, but he is also digging a grave. So he's falling into his own grave, let's say like that. Well, he's dead now, so yes. And then this guy, she shoots almost everybody, and then this guy's getting pissed off, and he's saying, what? I'm gonna get you, gets the sword and rips this building in half. And look at that shot, it looks really cool, amazing, lots of detail, lots of splinters and woods in the air, cool effects. Great. Matilda is going to fight him, retrieves the weapon, and I want to show you something. Come. Oh, man. Holding a camera with... Come on. Here is this. Oh, sorry. I love this shot, this splash page, this color scheme. The sun is going down. There's a bright, dark red. Well, bright and dark is not compatible. Scratch that. Great red use of color. We see a what's the word? The light shines on the horse, on Matilda, on the weapon, and we see the light shine on these graves, casting shadows. Beautiful, beautiful. And speaking of colors, when we go to the beginning of the book, can I show this? Let me see. Yes. No. Wait. Bear with me, please. We have a lot of dark. We have a lot of. Go too far. We have a lot of dark, bluish, brownish, a little bit color scheme. Then we go to the Matilda, and then we see. Nope. Sorry for this all. Then we see a lot of yellow, a lot of brown because he's in the desert, and then we have that. Oh, spoil it. Then we have this gorgeous red splash page, and then we go to another place, which is luscious green. It's bright. It's civilized. So I love the transition that it comes from one color scheme to the other. It's continually, it's constant changing. I like that, and it's fresh, it's new. It's not when you open a comic, it's dark brown all the time or bluish. No, it's a lot of colors in here. And then we see the archive, and it explains here a little bit what it is. The archive is where the world's most famous and infamous weapons are stored. After the artifacts are collected by the curators, a mysterious and essentially unknown enterprise. So Matilda is giving the artifact that she's collecting from that other guy to the persons here in the archive. And then she get another mission, and you say, you know what, you have another mission, you go to London. And she's very, very happy. Oh, I'm going to go overseas. And then we have, of course, great shot of this boat, lots of detail, beautiful stars, and yeah, that's all I can show for now. Well, a little bit maybe. Oh yeah, this is maybe important or not. So she arrives here. She's going to look for someone, and then we have our cowardly, miserable loser talking to himself, but something or someone is talking back. And Matilda is hunting for the artifact that he has. But Matilda is not the only one who is after the artifact. And that's the only thing I let you see, because then we go into spoiler territory, and that's not what I want. I absolutely love the story. I absolutely love the colors. I absolutely love the art of Donald DeLay. Absolutely. I didn't expect that to be so much awesomeness in this book. Maybe, can I show this before? Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. So we have this thing I can show you. We have a thank you page to Ethan, to your boy Zach, Richard C. Meyer, who made Jawbreakers and a lot of other cool books. Then we have Hail Comicsgate. We have Hail War Campaign. So that's a cool little tidbit. And then, of course, the logo of War Campaign, Comicsgate only. Yeah. I love this book. Absolutely. And what I have to say about it, this book is the standards. This is the standard. This is what a book should be, how it should feel, because it has amazing production qualities, great art outside the book, inside the book, great paper stock, nicely thick. Yeah, man. This you should, for those who are not familiar with Vestige or Comicsgate or War Campaign or Indiegogo, there's a Vestige 2 right now. Back that book, and you can also get number 1. And if you do, you're gonna read it, and after you read, when you get the book, of course, after you read Vestige 1 and Vestige 2, then you're gonna say, Hail Comicsgate, hail War Campaign. And then you come back to this video and you say to me, Marinus, you are absolutely right. This is one of the best books I have ever read. This is the standard. Buy this book. I'm going to leave the link in the description for Vestige 2. Go to the page, back it, buy it. Well, it's same as backing it, but you know what I mean. So I'm stop rambling because I'm getting a little bit excited here. Love this book, A+. Get, you knocked it out of the park, man. Absolutely. Great story, great character building. Yeah, I want to know more. And that's a good thing, because if I don't want to know more, I'm not going to back Vestige 2, but I will. And that's what comics should be. It should be fun. It should be exciting. It should be sucking you in, because these characters, these artifacts, what is going on? Who is the organization behind the archive? What do they want? Who is Matilda? Where does she come from? I want to know more. It's great. Absolutely. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to stop rambling. Thanks for watching. By the way, don't delay. Kudos to you too, man. Great art. I've said before, but I'm going to say it again. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Cool. Subscribe, please, to my channel if you want. Hit like if you want. Yeah, well, that's it. I'm also on Twitter, Darksiders Comics. See you next time, guys. Bye.